WhispersRed ASMR. Hello everyone, Emma here, and in this video I would like to show you one of my favourite cookery books. So here it is. It's by Nigella Lawson and it's called Kitchen: Recipes from the Heart of the Home. People call it Nigella's Kitchen because she did a TV series called Nigella's Kitchen, and most of the recipes from that TV show are in this book. So, the reason why I like this book so much is partly because I really like Nigella, and also because a lot of the recipes in here are very quick to make, and more than that, there are lots of baking recipes, and as you might know, I really like to bake, so that's where this book comes in. And there she is, looking all beautiful. She's a great woman. I really love to listen to her and watch her cooking and listen to what she's got to say. I think she's a really special person. So I'll show you one recipe first. As you can see, it's a big book, and there are so many recipes in here. So, this is speedy scallopini, and as you can see, it's extremely simple, very quick to make, but one trick she has in here is to roast gnocchi, and that would be the gnocchi from packet from the supermarket. So that would be, instead of making roast potatoes, which take a little bit of time, if you're in a real hurry, you can take them out of the packet, the gnocchi, and roast them. And that's a trick that she taught me. I don't do it very often, but every now and again, when I'm in a hurry, I'll do that with some olive oil. I'll show you a few recipes I like in here. One of them is really simple. There are some complicated recipes in here, and some amazing dishes actually, but this one is very basic, but it's loads of fun, and I really enjoy cooking it. It's also an English dish, which makes me smile, so I'll find that for you. That's page 453, I've written them down there. See some of the pages there. Just the pictures of hungry looking at it. I've tried lots and lots of these recipes, but I'm certainly not even halfway through yet. Especially the baking. It looks amazing. So 453. $407, $413, $429, here we are. And this is Toad in the Hole. So, she says here, this is the platonic ideal of the Sunday night supper. Undemanding and safe-making, it bolsters and it comforts. But while I love its nursery charm, I have tweaked it a little. Not least in that I don't have to leave the sausages in whole, but I squeeze them out into little patties, which I fry on the hob before blanketing with batter and baking in a ferociously hot oven. I am not trying to create more work, not that squeezing sausages out of their skin is arduous. Indeed, it is strangely satisfying, but I really don't like the way that the sausages, when this is prepared in the traditional manner, go a spooky braised pink as they cook within the batter. Yes, you can give them a start in the oven before to sear first, but it never quite seems to do the trick. And this way, one doesn't have to return to them. You just fry the little patties, pour the batter over them, chuck them in the oven and leave them to it. Clever lady. So, this is what she does. She takes a packet of sausages and slice open the skin, take the skin away and turn the meat into little patties and fry them here, like that. You can actually just buy sausage meat in a packet and do it that way if you like, but she obviously enjoys squeezing the meat out of the sausage. So there you go. So 350 ml of full fat milk, 4 eggs, a pinch of salt, 250 grams of plain flour, 400 grams of good pork sausages, 6 in number, 1 15ml tablespoon of goose fat. You can use vegetable shortening or oil, 4 sprigs of fresh thyme, plus more for serving if wished. 1 times round roasting tin, approximately 28 centimetres diameter, or a small rectangular roasting tin, 30 by 20 centimetres. So it sounds like a lot, but it's not really, it isn't much at all. And it's fun to make. And it's got a fun name, Toad in the Hole. So there you go. You could serve that with vegetables if you want to, or just have it on its own. I'd probably do some minted peas or something to go with that. So that's just one of my favourite recipes in there. There are quite a few baking recipes. I'll show you those now. One of them is a cake, and it's probably the most amazing cake I've ever eaten. It doesn't contain flour, which is nice because you don't feel so full afterwards. I'll show it to you now, and that's page 278 to 279. There she is, look, eating in her dressing gown. 278 to 279. Here we are. You see that? Let's see if there's a picture on the other side first. No, there isn't, so I'll show you this one. It's called Venetian carrot cake. And it's yummy. So, I long thought that carrot cake was an American invention until I found out that an early version was made by Venetian Jews in the original ghetto. This modest disc is very different from the gargantuan US model with its rich, sweet cream cheese filling and topping. And although, apart from a glorious goldenness, it's not much to look at, it is divine to eat. It also has the added virtue of being attractive to those with dairy and gluten allergies. It came to me dairy-free, and I decided to use ground almonds in place of flour to keep the gluten-averse brigade happy too, but more particularly because it tastes perfect to me like this, and it does. Only those with less austere eating habits will care to dollop alongside each damply crumbling wedge of cake my Italian nod to the American cream cheese frosting. Sorry, I'm terrible at reading this. A soft, rum-flavoured mascarpone cream, and that is really nice. She makes a mascarpone cream that goes on the side, and it's literally mascarpone with icing sugar and rum mixed together, and it's just amazing. It's really, really nice. It goes perfectly with the cake. You can see that she's put some in a pot there just next to the cake. So you need, I won't tell you the amounts, but the ingredients are toasted pine nuts, medium carrots, golden sultanas, rum, castor sugar, olive oil, vanilla extract, eggs, ground almonds, and nutmeg, lemon, and then she tells you the ingredients for the mascarpone cream. So that's the Venetian carrot cake. If you were to look online, you could get the recipe for this, her recipe, and make it at home, and it's just lovely, really nice. And instead of flour, it's the ground almonds for the flour, and you don't get much rise out of it, but the eggs help with that a little bit. So there we are. And the last thing I'm going to show you is very exciting, and it's page 185. Let's see if I can. Grasshopper pie. There we are. Oh, blimey, it's lovely. Yes, well, she says here that I won't read the whole thing because you'll laugh at me and I'll make mistakes again. She was watching an episode of Glee on TV and the characters ordered grasshopper pie and ate. And one of the characters ate her way through 4 slices of it, and she was interested in this pie and wanted to make it, so there we are. And it's so much fun to make. I'm going to do a video on this soon, and it tastes so good. You need for the base, you use bourbon biscuits, so bourbon cookies, I guess. Dark chocolate and unsalted butter, and then for the filling, it's mini marshmallows, full fat milk, and creme de menthe, creme de cacao, and that's the white creme de cacao, double cream, and just a few drops of green food colouring if you would like it to be more green, and a tarts tin. And it's so good, it's really good. And you're basically melting the marshmallows and the milk together and then adding the alcohol. And it doesn't taste really alcoholic, it tastes very minty but with a little bit of a kick. And yeah, it's really good. I'm sure that most of you have tried grasshopper pie before, but for me it's like, because I never had anything like this growing up. So as an adult tasting it now, yeah, it's good. So there she is, Nigella. Let me see if I can see some more pictures of her. You can have a nice look at Nigella. Here she is. Here she is cleaning up. I don't think she cleans up very often because she makes a lot of mess, and I expect someone does it for her. There's a picture there of lots of utensils. That's a cool picture. Smiling at some chicken. So, there we are. That's one of my favourite cookbooks. There are a few. I've got quite a lot of cookbooks, but this is a really special one for me because there are loads of recipes in there that I really, really like. And of course it's Nigella, and she's great. Fabulous, feel-good food to make life less complicated and more pleasurable. That's not such a bad thing now, is it? There we are. enjoyed that, and I hope that inspired you to do some cooking. You might even buy this book and use some of the recipes, or look up online. She has a website and a lot of her recipes are on there as well, so it's worth checking it out.